We are 2 weeks away from the presidential primary election here in Connecticut, but voters can actually head to the polls in just 1 week. Thanks for staying with us here at 5:30. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Fox 61's political reporter Emma Wolfhorst joins us from the newsroom. What we all need to know about early voting. Emma.
Sarah, Brent, this upcoming primary is the first election with early voting in Connecticut. So beginning next Tuesday, voters will have 4 extra days to vote before the primary on April 2nd.
It's a new form of voting, so we have to have new expectations.
For the very first time in Connecticut, voters can head to the polls before Election Day.
Early voting is conducted in person, and it begins next Tuesday.
In 2022, voters passed an amendment changing the state constitution to allow early in-person voting. And now residents will be able to cast their ballots as much as 2 weeks in advance.
This has been a 14, 16-year process for many advocates across Connecticut. So I'm excited that we finally are just a week away from the rollout.
Voters will have 14 days of early voting for general elections, 7 days for most primaries, and 4 early voting days for presidential primaries and special elections. For the 2024 presidential primary, early voting will take place March 26th, 27th, 28th, and 30th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Early voting locations will vary, but Thomas says most are at town and city halls. Remember, Connecticut has a closed primary, meaning only those registered with a specific political party can vote for their preferred candidate. The deadline for unaffiliated voters to enroll in a party is March 25th.
A lot of people say, why should I bother going out to vote? I believe you should be voting in every election, but if that's not incentive enough, please go out and help your registrars stress test the system in your town.
As this is the first election with early voting, Thomas says her office is using it as a barometer to see if any issues arise.
Have your say, your day. And if you miss the early voting period, nothing has changed about Election Day itself.
And there are already some things Thomas wants the legislature to examine, like the funding structure for municipalities, as right now all 169 towns and cities are getting the same amount of money from the state. Registrars and town officials are raising concerns because some cities reported too much money while others don't have enough. As Thomas said, though, Election Day on Tuesday, April 2nd will be the same, with regular polling places open 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. For more information on early voting, you can head to our website at fox61.com. Sarah, Brent.